Hello, my friends. Today we're diving into a topic that might just transform the way you think about snacking. If you enjoy a handful of nuts now and then, whether it's almonds, walnuts, or something more exotic, you might be surprised to learn that some can significantly boost your health, while others come with hidden risks you may not have considered. For many older adults in America, small dietary choices can make a huge difference in energy levels, heart health, and overall well-being. That's why today we'll uncover 4 powerful nuts that can support your heart, memory, and immune system, along with 4 others you might want to be cautious about due to hidden calories, allergens, or other concerns. By the time we're done, you'll have a clear idea of which nuts can be your allies for longevity and which ones might not be as beneficial as they seem. So, get comfortable, maybe pour yourself a nice cup of tea, and let's jump right in. The 4 must-eat nuts for a healthier life. We'll break down each one, highlighting their benefits, possible concerns, and the best ways to enjoy them in your daily routine. 1. Almonds, the heart's best friend. Almonds have been cherished for centuries, not just for their delicious taste, but also for their powerful health benefits. If you've ever walked through the snack aisle, you've likely seen almonds in countless forms: raw, roasted, slivered, turned into almond butter, or blended into almond milk. But what makes this tiny nut a true superfood, especially for older adults? One of the biggest reasons almonds are so beneficial is their ability to support heart health. They are packed with monounsaturated fats, often referred to as good fats, which help reduce LDL, bad cholesterol, while increasing HDL, good cholesterol, creating a natural defense against heart disease. If you've been watching your cholesterol levels or your doctor has advised you to improve your cardiovascular health, a daily handful of almonds could be an easy yet powerful way to support your heart. But the benefits don't stop there. Almonds are also a fantastic source of magnesium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in maintaining steady blood pressure, supporting nerve function, and keeping muscles, including your heart, functioning properly. Many older adults unknowingly have low magnesium levels, which can contribute to high blood pressure, muscle cramps, and even irregular heartbeats. By simply incorporating almonds into your diet, you're naturally boosting your magnesium intake and giving your body what it needs to stay strong. Another key benefit of almonds: they're fantastic for your skin and anti-aging. Packed with vitamin E, one of the most powerful antioxidants, almonds help combat oxidative stress, which accelerates the aging process. This means they can help reduce the appearance of wrinkles, keep your skin hydrated, and even protect against damage from the sun. If you're looking for a natural way to keep your skin glowing and youthful, almonds might just be your new best friend. Of course, like any good thing, moderation is key. While almonds are packed with healthy fats, they are also calorie dense. So sticking to about 23 almonds, 1 ounce per day, is ideal. And if you're reaching for flavored almonds covered in chocolate, honey, or yogurt, be aware that the added sugars and fats can turn this nutritious snack into a dessert. Also, if you or a loved one has a tree nut allergy, almonds may not be a safe choice. Almonds are a nutritional powerhouse, offering heart-healthy fats, essential minerals, and skin-boosting antioxidants. Just a handful a day can make a real difference in your well-being. But if almonds are the heart's best friend, our next nut might just be your brain's biggest ally. 2. Walnuts, the ultimate brain booster. If you've ever cracked open a walnut, you might have noticed something fascinating. It looks a lot like a human brain. And as it turns out, nature might be onto something because walnuts are one of the best foods for cognitive health. Whether you want to sharpen your memory, support long-term brain function, or reduce the risk of cognitive decline, walnuts should be at the top of your grocery list. One of the biggest reasons walnuts stand out is their incredibly high omega-3 fatty acid content. Specifically, they're rich in alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 that helps reduce inflammation throughout the body. Why does this matter? Because chronic inflammation is one of the key contributors to age-related cognitive decline, memory loss, and even conditions like Alzheimer's disease. But that's not all. Walnuts are also packed with antioxidants, which help protect brain cells from damage. Studies have shown that regular walnut consumption may help improve memory, processing speed, and overall brain function, making them a smart choice for anyone looking to keep their mind sharp. And if you're concerned about blood sugar control, walnuts offer another hidden benefit. Some research suggests that eating walnuts regularly may help improve insulin sensitivity, making them an excellent choice for individuals managing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Unlike other nuts, walnuts have a unique combination of healthy fats, fiber, and protein, which helps slow down digestion and prevent blood sugar spikes. Like most nuts, walnuts are calorie dense, so moderation is key. About 14 halves per day is a good serving size. Some people find walnuts slightly bitter due to their tannins. If you don't enjoy the natural taste, try lightly roasting or soaking them to mellow the flavor. Also, because walnuts contain high amounts of oil, they can go rancid if stored improperly. Keep them in an airtight container in the refrigerator or freezer for maximum freshness. Walnuts are a true superfood when it comes to brain health, heart health, and blood sugar control. If you want to keep your mind sharp and your body strong, making walnuts a daily habit is a smart move. 3. Pistachios. Smart snacking for weight management. Pistachios are not just a tasty snack, they're a smart choice for anyone looking to maintain a healthy weight without feeling deprived. These little green gems, often enjoyed at social gatherings, pack a punch when it comes to nutrition while being lower in calories compared to many other nuts. If you love snacking but worry about portion control, pistachios might just be the answer. One of their biggest advantages is their calorie content. When compared ounce for ounce to almonds or walnuts, pistachios tend to have slightly fewer calories, making them a more figure-friendly option. Of course, this doesn't mean you can eat them endlessly, but it does make them a great choice if you want a satisfying, crunchy snack that won't derail your health goals. In addition to being lower in calories, pistachios are rich in protein and fiber, both of which help keep you feeling full for longer. Satiety is key when trying to avoid overeating, and pistachios offer the perfect balance of protein, fiber, and healthy fats to curb hunger and support weight management. But their benefits don't stop at weight control. Pistachios are also fantastic for eye health. They contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants known to protect against age-related macular degeneration. As we get older, our eyes become more vulnerable to damage from blue light and oxidative stress. But these compounds act as a natural defense, helping to maintain sharp vision for years to come. Despite all their benefits, pistachios still require portion control. Even though they're lower in calories than some nuts, they are still energy dense, and it's easy to eat more than you realize. A healthy serving size is about 49 pistachios, 1 ounce, more than most nuts, thanks to their smaller size, making them a satisfying option. And as with any tree nut, allergies can be a concern. So if you have a sensitivity to nuts, it's best to consult with a doctor before adding them to your diet. Pistachios offer a delicious, crunchy, and nutritious way to support your weight and eye health while keeping snacking enjoyable. Pair them with some fresh fruit or a low-sugar yogurt, and you've got yourself a well-balanced, satisfying treat. Now, let's move on to a nut that might not be on your radar, but is incredibly powerful in small doses, almost like a secret weapon for your thyroid. 4. Brazil nuts, guardian of the thyroid. Brazil nuts may not be as commonly found in snack bowls as almonds or walnuts. But when it comes to thyroid health and immune support, they are in a league of their own. These large crescent-shaped nuts are one of the most potent sources of selenium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in regulating thyroid function. Since the thyroid controls metabolism, energy levels, and many other bodily functions, keeping it in top shape is essential for overall health, especially as we age. Selenium is a key component in the production of thyroid hormones, which influence everything from mood and weight management to brain function and immune response. Even a slight selenium deficiency can lead to imbalances, making it harder for the body to regulate metabolism efficiently. Brazil nuts also offer strong antioxidant properties, working alongside vitamin E and other compounds to fight oxidative stress and inflammation, which can contribute to aging and chronic diseases. Additionally, selenium is known to support the immune system, helping the body fend off illnesses and recover more efficiently. One of the most interesting aspects of Brazil nuts is that you only need a tiny amount to reap the benefits. Unlike other nuts, where a handful is a healthy serving, Brazil nuts are so rich in selenium that just 1 or 2 per day is enough to meet your body's needs. Because they're so powerful, eating too many can lead to selenium toxicity, which can cause symptoms like brittle nails, digestive issues, and even neurological problems. Moderation is key here. Think of them as a supplement rather than a snack to be eaten in large amounts. If you're not a fan of their slightly dry texture, try chopping a single Brazil nut into smaller pieces and mixing it with other nuts or seeds. This way, you can still enjoy the benefits without overdoing it. They also pair well with fresh fruit or yogurt, adding a nutritional boost to your breakfast or snack. Brazil nuts are truly remarkable when it comes to thyroid support and immune health, but remember that a little goes a long way. Now that we've covered 4 fantastic nut options, let's take a closer look at 4 nuts you might want to think twice about, or at least consume in moderation. The 4 nuts you should avoid or limit. Nuts are often celebrated as a healthy snack, but not all nuts are created equal. While some provide a wealth of heart-healthy fats, protein, and essential vitamins, others come with hidden risks, including excessive calories, potential allergens, or even harmful toxins. If you're focusing on weight management, heart health, or avoiding unnecessary additives, there are a few nuts you may want to consume sparingly or skip altogether. Let's take a deep dive into 4 types of nuts that may not be the best choices for older adults looking to maintain optimal health. 1. Macadamia nuts, the calorie bomb in disguise. Macadamia nuts are often associated with indulgence, whether in white chocolate, macadamia cookies, gourmet snack mixes, or luxurious roasted varieties. Their rich, buttery texture makes them a favorite among nut lovers. But if you're concerned about calorie intake and weight management, they might not be your best option. One of the biggest issues with macadamia nuts is their extremely high calorie and fat content. While most nuts contain heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, macadamia nuts take it to another level with over 200 calories and 21 grams of fat per ounce, about 10 to 12 nuts. While these fats aren't necessarily bad, the sheer density of calories can make it incredibly easy to overconsume them without even realizing it. Another challenge is that macadamia nuts are deceptively easy to eat in large quantities. Unlike almonds or pistachios, which require chewing and have a firmer texture, macadamias are soft, creamy, and mildly sweet, making them feel almost like a dessert. The problem? It's far too easy to eat handful after handful, and before you know it, you've consumed hundreds of extra calories. On top of that, many commercially available macadamia nuts are coated in sugar, salt, or even butter, making them even more of a dietary trap. Whether it's honey roasted macadamias or chocolate covered versions, these variations only add unnecessary sugars and saturated fats. 2 things that aren't great for heart health, especially if you're managing cholesterol or blood pressure. How to enjoy macadamia nuts in moderation. If you absolutely love macadamias, the key is portion control. Try buying pre-portioned snack packs instead of large containers and mix them into meals rather than eating them on their own. For example, sprinkling a few macadamia nuts over a salad or incorporating them into a healthy homemade trail mix can help you enjoy their rich flavor without going overboard. While macadamia nuts aren't inherently bad, their high calorie count, ease of overconsumption, and frequent unhealthy preparations make them a nut to limit rather than freely snack on. If weight management and heart health are top priorities for you, keeping your intake of these rich nuts in check is a smart move. 2. Peanuts, a common allergen with hidden risks. Peanuts are a staple in many households. From peanut butter sandwiches to roasted peanuts at sporting events, they are one of the most widely consumed nuts in America. But despite their popularity, peanuts come with several potential drawbacks, making them a nut, or more accurately, a legume, to eat with caution. First and foremost, peanuts are not actually nuts. They are legumes, meaning they belong to the same family as beans and lentils. While this might not seem significant, it explains why some people with tree nut allergies can still eat peanuts, while others react severely to both. Unfortunately, peanut allergies are among the most dangerous food allergies, often causing life-threatening anaphylactic reactions. If you or a loved one has a peanut allergy, complete avoidance is the only safe option. Beyond allergies, peanuts have another hidden danger: aflatoxins. Aflatoxins are toxic compounds produced by a type of mold that can contaminate peanuts, especially when they are stored in warm, humid environments. These toxins have been linked to liver damage and an increased risk of liver cancer. While the U.S. has strict regulations to limit aflatoxin exposure, it remains a concern, especially when buying bulk peanuts or peanut products stored for long periods. Another issue with peanuts is that many peanut products contain unhealthy additives. Many peanut butters, for example, contain hydrogenated oils, added sugars, and excessive salt, all of which can contribute to heart disease, weight gain, and inflammation. Even roasted peanuts are often coated with excess salt, artificial flavorings, or sweet glazes, turning what could be a healthy snack into a nutritional landmine. How to enjoy peanuts more healthily. If you love peanuts, choose natural peanut butter with no added oils or sugars, and be mindful of portion sizes. Also, store peanuts properly in a cool, dry place to reduce the risk of mold contamination. While peanuts can be part of a healthy diet, their allergy risk, susceptibility to aflatoxin contamination, and frequent unhealthy processing make them a nut to approach with caution. 3. Pine nuts. Pricey, delicate, and prone to off flavors. Pine nuts are a favorite in gourmet dishes, often sprinkled over salads, blended into pesto, or added to Mediterranean and Italian cuisine for their subtle, buttery flavor. They have been a prized ingredient for centuries, offering a mild crunch that pairs well with herbs, cheese, and fresh vegetables. However, when it comes to everyday snacking and nutrition, pine nuts have several drawbacks that make them less ideal compared to other nuts. One of the biggest issues with pine nuts is their high oil content, which makes them extremely perishable. Unlike almonds or walnuts, which can last for months at room temperature, pine nuts have a short shelf life and go rancid quickly. If they are not stored properly, they develop an unpleasant stale or sour taste, which not only ruins their delicate flavor, but can also cause digestive discomfort. The high oil content also means they are prone to oxidation, a process that degrades their healthy fats and reduces their nutritional value. For this reason, pine nuts should always be stored in an airtight container in the refrigerator or freezer, especially if you don't plan on using them right away. Another bizarre but real concern with pine nuts is pine mouth syndrome. Some people experience a lingering bitter or metallic taste in their mouth after consuming pine nuts, which can last for several days or even weeks. This condition, while not harmful, can be extremely frustrating as it alters the way food and drinks taste long after eating the nuts. Scientists are still unsure why this reaction occurs in some people and not others, but it is believed to be linked to certain varieties of pine nuts or individual sensitivities. If you've ever experienced an unusual aftertaste from pine nuts, it might be worth avoiding them altogether. From a nutritional standpoint, pine nuts are not as protein-rich or fiber-dense as other popular nuts. Compared to almonds, walnuts, or pistachios, they provide less protein per serving, meaning they don't keep you full for as long. They also lack the wide range of vitamins and minerals found in other nuts. Given their high cost, lower protein content, and perishable nature, they may not be the most practical choice for everyday consumption, especially for those looking for nutrient-dense snacks that provide long-lasting energy. How to use pine nuts in a healthy way. If you enjoy pine nuts, they can still be a flavorful addition to certain dishes, but portion control and proper storage are essential. Stick to using small amounts in recipes rather than eating them by the handful. If you love pesto, but want a more budget-friendly and nutritious alternative, try substituting pine nuts with sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, or almonds, which provide a similar texture with more protein, fiber, and essential nutrients at a lower cost. If you do buy pine nuts, make sure to keep them in the refrigerator or freezer and use them quickly to prevent them from turning rancid. While pine nuts can add a gourmet touch to meals, they lack the nutritional benefits of other nuts, are prone to spoilage, and come with the risk of pine mouth syndrome, making them a nut best enjoyed in moderation rather than as a daily go-to snack. 4. Chestnuts. More starch than nutrients. When you think of chestnuts, you might picture holiday markets, wintertime roasting, and the comforting aroma of warm, nutty sweetness. Unlike most other nuts, which are known for their high protein and healthy fat content, chestnuts are unique. They are mostly carbohydrates. In fact, nutritionally, they are more similar to grains and starchy vegetables than to tree nuts like almonds, walnuts, or pecans. While they have a distinct naturally sweet flavor that makes them enjoyable, they may not be the best choice for those seeking the heart-healthy and protein-rich benefits that other nuts provide. One of the main concerns with chestnuts is that they are low in healthy fats. Most nuts, such as almonds and walnuts, are packed with monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which are known to support heart health, reduce inflammation, and improve cholesterol levels. Chestnuts, however, contain very little fat, which means they don't provide the same cardiovascular benefits as other nuts. If you're eating nuts specifically for their heart-healthy fats and satiety benefits, chestnuts won't be your best option. Another drawback is their higher glycemic index. Because chestnuts are mostly carbohydrates, they can cause a spike in blood sugar levels more quickly than other nuts. This makes them less ideal for individuals managing diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance. While their natural sweetness makes them an appealing snack, their effect on blood sugar regulation is something to consider, especially for those monitoring their carbohydrate intake. From a micronutrient perspective, chestnuts do offer some nutritional value, including a small amount of vitamin C, potassium, and B vitamins, but they lack the powerhouse mineral profile found in other nuts. Almonds, for example, are rich in vitamin E, magnesium, and calcium, while walnuts contain high amounts of omega-3 fatty acids. Chestnuts, by contrast, provide fewer essential nutrients and less protein, meaning they won't keep you feeling full for as long as other nuts. Despite these drawbacks, chestnuts do have their place in a balanced diet, especially for those looking for a naturally gluten-free and lower-fat alternative to grains or starchy vegetables. Their soft, creamy texture makes them great for roasting, mashing, or incorporating into soups and stuffing. particularly in traditional European and Asian cuisines. How to enjoy chestnuts in moderation. If you enjoy the tradition of roasting chestnuts during the holidays, you can still include them in your diet. Just be mindful of portion sizes and how you pair them with other foods. Since chestnuts are high in carbohydrates and low in fat and protein, it's best to combine them with a source of healthy fat or protein to stabilize blood sugar levels. For example, you could pair roasted chestnuts with a serving of cheese, lean meat, or nuts like almonds or walnuts for a more balanced snack. Additionally, be aware that chestnuts are perishable and should be stored properly to prevent mold growth. Unlike other nuts that have a longer shelf life, chestnuts contain a higher moisture content, making them more prone to spoilage if left at room temperature for too long. If buying fresh chestnuts, store them in the refrigerator and use them within a few weeks. And there you have it, 4 nuts that can do wonders for your health. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, and 4 nuts you may want to be cautious about: macadamia nuts, peanuts, pine nuts, and chestnuts. Of course, everyone's health needs are a little different, so it's always a good idea to check in with your doctor or a registered dietitian if you have specific concerns. Remember, the key to a healthy diet is balance and variety. Nuts can be a wonderful way to get healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants into your daily routine. Just be mindful of portion sizes and potential drawbacks. Whether you're aiming to support heart health, keep your mind sharp, manage your weight, or just enjoy a delicious snack, the right choice of nut can go a long way. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If you found this information helpful, feel free to share it with friends or family members who might also benefit. After all, small steps, like choosing the right nuts, can lead to big improvements in health and quality of life, especially as we get older. Here's to snacking smarter, feeling better, and enjoying life to the fullest. Until next time, take care and stay healthy. Stay